Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My friends, I was just going to come on and do one reading, but I felt drawn to grab 3 different oracle decks and just kind of see what Spirit wants you to know. I'm going to leave it really open. This will be an intuitive reading, so whatever comes in. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm still sick. And I really was just going to do one reading. I'm not sure if I'll do them all today. I guess I'll see how my energy is. But yeah, I was just going to do one, and I saw my 3 elephants staring at me from across the room. So I decided to use my elephants in this reading today. So I need to, oh, I have it right here. I just want to make sure I have all the names of these oracle decks before we begin. There we go. All right, so I'm going to show you the book for each one actually. So for pile number 1, we have the Cosmic Guidance Oracle deck. And we have this elephant. Blue eyes could be symbolic. Yes, he has 2 blue eyes. For pile number 2, we have the Green Witches Oracle deck. And this Malachite elephant. I mean, they're all elephants. I don't think I need to keep saying that, but I'm going to. And for pile number 3, we have the Earth and Bone Oracle. And this elephant and little baby duo. So if you need a minute to sit with the energy, you can pause it and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Cosmic Guidance Oracle deck and this blue-eyed elephant, this is going to be your reading all about what the universe wants you to know. It's just going to be a very intuitive message. I want to make sure this elephant is where we can see it. There we go. All right, so I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, I'm leaving this very open today. So yeah, we'll just kind of see what comes through. So right away we have guidance. So cool. You are divinely guided. Very interesting. You could have been divinely guided to this reading. I was not planning on doing another pick a card today. And then I thought, I don't know what came over me. I just grabbed 3 decks. We have the sun. Beautiful. Conscious mind, masculine life force. So we have divine guidance, and now we have the sun. This is very interesting already. And we have a new beginning. Oh my goodness. Wow. So you could be someone who is maybe listening to your intuition right now. Maybe, I forgot to mention when I first picked up the deck, I did see rest on the bottom. So you could be in 4 of Swords energy. Maybe you're not feeling well. But rest, 4 of Swords, I'm seeing someone who's maybe on a break from someone or something. And we have, you are being divinely guided. We have the sun and we have new beginnings. So that's some pretty powerful energy, right? Off the get-go, or whatever the expression is. I'm going to do one more shuffle. We have love! What's happening? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's like 2 of Cups energy. Allow it to pour in and out of you. So you could be someone who's about to come into union with someone, whether that's someone from your past or someone new. I'm not sure. All right, let's see what's happening here. I'm doing it a little differently than I normally do pick a cards, because usually I have all the oracle cards and I lay them out. But today this is meant to be more like my single readings. Anyway. We have mystery, hidden secrets, and hidden meanings. Beautiful. So whatever's coming towards you right now, I'm hearing, is being kept hidden from you. It's so you maybe don't Well, I think you do feel it coming, but you're not supposed to see it in the 3D yet, is what I'm hearing. The fact that we have this cat, I can't remember what deck it is right now, but there is a deck where the Three of Wands has a cat sitting on a branch looking out onto the horizon. And the Three of Wands always reminds me of someone who intuitively knows what's coming. They intuitively know what the future holds, and they're just letting their intuition guide them. Black cats could be symbolic for some of you. So let's just see what happens when we get into it. Sorry. We have hard work, commitment, and perseverance. So this is an action card, and let me explain these cards first to you. Oh dear. I have sage burning and I feel like I need to sneeze. So this is an action card. Action cards tell you what you need to do about your situation. Think of them as the universe giving you practical advice on how you should act in order to manifest the best outcome. So the way that I was kind of feeling this was I'm feeling this as past energy. I think it's right now as well. But we have this commitment and perseverance, and I'm seeing like Eight of Pentacles energy. I'm seeing that in the past, you know, it's love related, love came out. I feel like in the past, this was a connection that you put a lot of work into, you persevered through tower moments. For some reason, I'm feeling Three of Pentacles energy here, except I'm seeing it in the reverse. So I'm seeing perhaps a connection where at times you were the one that was giving the energy and trying to make it work. And perhaps at times you and this person didn't work together as a team, or this person didn't give as much energy as you were giving. I'm just seeing the reversal of Three of Pentacles for some reason. I mean, we can also talk about the Two of Pentacles, you know, possibly you are someone who worked very hard to balance everything in your life, and maybe your person struggled with balancing love. We saw love come out. Maybe they struggled to balance love and work, or love and family, something. I just feel that maybe they weren't giving as much energy as you. And again, I'm seeing Eight of Pentacles. I'm seeing you seeing this as a soul connection that you continue to want to work on it. On the bottom of the deck, we do have let go, relax, and release. So what I'm seeing is that I believe those are seeds. I could be wrong. I get this energy of this was something you were trying to manifest. This is something you were trying to work towards, this connection, whatever it is. And I feel at some point you just kind of had to let go of control over it. And perhaps you did release this person. Calm down. I'm getting all hot, you guys. That means somebody's anxious. I'm not sure if it's you or your person, but I'm getting very, like, that red flush across my face. I am not doing a face reading today because I am sick. And I am not, no. All right, so let's go current energy. Freedom. Oh my goodness. So I do see that you released whoever this was, and we're not into the future yet, so I have no idea what is coming in. But I have so many messages. Sometimes when I look at a card, because I am an intuitive reader, I start seeing other cards in my head, like for example, this reminds me of another card I have in another deck. And then I just get all these downloads. This is Is this a meaning? Yes. Meaning cards explain what your situation means. Think of them as your subconscious mind or intuition telling your conscious mind the hidden truth. So we do have freedom, spread your wings, and this is current energy. And I'm not, what's on the bottom? Did we have love? Yeah, love. So current energy, if you're not, I'm getting a few different current energies. One is that you've released a connection that you put a lot of hard work, dedication. I'm seeing 7 of Pentacles. You just like constantly watering it, nurturing it, waiting for it to grow. And for some of you, I feel like you had to let go. I feel like you had to let go of that. And current energy, we have freedom, we have spread your wings. And I feel like current energy, I'm getting a few different collective energies here. One collective that I'm getting is current energy. You've just had some kind of release, especially with the full moon that just passed. And perhaps you're feeling more free to put yourself out there. So for some of you, I'm hearing that you may be someone who is ready to explore new. And I feel like for some of you, you may already be experiencing that, just because we have these 2 cranes and we have love on the bottom. And to me, I'm seeing someone who possibly let go of someone else's energy. Finally, I heard, and you're finally opening your heart up to new. The other thing that I'm hearing is that this is the person from your past coming back in after a break, after a period of Hanged Man energy. I am hearing like soulmates, soul spark, possibly counterparts if you resonate with that. I think it's really interesting how we have the 2 bees and now we have the 2 cranes and we have the 2 roses. So 222 could be symbolic. And it could have been that you guys had to grow at different, maybe you had to grow at different paces. I don't know why. Anyway, paces, that's weird because anyway. Anyway, that's interesting. What is underneath this? We have a new beginning. That's what I mean. So what I'm seeing, and I know it's frustrating for some of you, but right now I can't tell if this is someone where there's a rebirth or this is someone who's completely new. I do want to say one of the first things that I laughed at when this card came out is the fact that there's a crane on it, and it reminds me of, there is a card I have with a crane on it, and it's called Patience, and it's 18, which is moon energy, and it's about needing to wait for divine timing, needing to let things unfold naturally, needing to let go of things, and if they were meant to be, they come back. So current energy, you could be spreading your wings and exploring new love, or you could be going through a rebirth energetically. And for some of you, I'm not sure if you're talking to this past person yet or not, or you're about to be, but there's definitely, like, I'm hearing love is in the air everywhere I look around. So I'm not sure if you're already talking to this person, you're about to be. There's a lot of pairs here. There's a lot of 2s, lots of 2s. All right, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to look at the we're going to look at the book for that one. This card says you are in fact free to do what you desire. You have freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of choice. What are you doing with your freedom? So you do, this is what I mean, current energy. If you're looking for new, you are in this very high vibrational energy where you're attracting that in. And if you are, how do I put this? I'm seeing two different things. Someone who has freed themselves from possibly a toxic connection that they put a lot of energy into that didn't work. But there's something about you actually energetically feeling free now, and that's why this love is coming in. And for others of you who resonate with past love, I am seeing that you have finally broken some kind of cycle, or you finally energetically released this person. And what happens, especially in counterpart connections, when you actually release them, it's not just about saying you release them, you actually release them energetically. That's when they start coming back in. So very interesting. So again, we'll get into tarot to get more answers here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So when we started, rest was on the bottom of the deck, and it's back on the bottom of the deck, but it's in reverse. And I feel like I said, I feel like harmony is about to be restored for a lot of you in a past connection. It's very beautiful energy or near future energy. We have listen. Silence your mind and pay attention. So first of all, you are getting intuitive messages about something coming in. In the near future, you're going to have heightened intuitive awareness, I'm hearing. And not only that, the things that you've been intuitively thinking are coming start raining down upon you. And you go through a moment where you're like, holy poop, I am intuitive. I did know this was going to happen. And you're going to look back and see that all that was worth it. All the growth, all the change, the releasing, the loneliness, the healing, the reflecting, the crying. I also feel with this card, near future energy, that whoever you're dealing with, because you're dealing with somebody, let me just get that straight. Your guides, your intuition is going to be right about this person. So for example, if someone from your past comes in and hasn't changed, listen to your intuition. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that this person's going to come back in and do the same thing, because I think if they do, intuitively, you're going to say, no, thank you. But what I'm seeing is that all of the work and trust you've been putting into yourself, putting yourself first, working on your healing, letting go of what no longer serves you, relying on your intuition, trying to quiet your ego, I see it being kind of mind-blowing for you here in the near future, because everything starts coming in, like I said. There is this energy with this card. First of all, we have sunflowers. And sunflowers are symbolic of growth. They're also symbolic of, like when you think about a sunflower, the sunflower faces the sun. And what I'm hearing is that you were kind of a catalyst in this person's growth, or their journey of growth, or whatever you want to call it. I'm sick and I'm having problems with my words. I do feel there's going to be a conversation where Spirit's saying, listen to this person, hear them out. So possibly in the past, maybe you had your defenses up. I hear this repetitive noise and it's driving me crazy. Anyway, near future, you could also be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities. So the card that's underneath this does say harmony and contentment. And we do have a dove, and this is a meaning card. So this is your intuition telling you right now that this is what's coming. Like, this is what all of this journey has been for peace, harmony, and contentment. Oh my goodness, now there's a truck pulling down the driveway. Hang on. You guys are too nice to me. It was another deck. You guys, my kids just said, someday you're going to be on the Guinness Book of World Records for the lady with the most tarot cards. Anyway, you guys, oh, you're so nice to me. I don't think you understand. I don't know who's in this pile. Usually it's pile 3 that I get like this. So maybe some of my pile 3s are here, but you guys just, you're so sweet to me, and I don't have family. You know, it's me, my partner, the father of my children, and my 4 kids, and that's it. That's my family, and you guys. So to, you know, have you guys tell me these beautiful things and send me gifts, I can't explain how much it means to me. Anyway, I'm getting all emotional. Whew. Happy days ahead are for you, though. So happy days ahead for you, my friend. So we have a dove symbolizes complete peace, harmony, tranquility, and purity. Being at peace means being perfectly content. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. You are not attached to the outcome. You are not worried about the future or thinking about the past. You are perfectly present and okay with anything that comes your way. And what I'm seeing is whoever this is that you're canoodling with here, you know, the fact that we have a dove can symbolize reconciliation. It does represent union and harmony. Union. Union-y is harmony and union together, I guess. Anyway, what I was saying is whoever this is that you're canoodling with, let me find a crystal to put on top of the naked lady. Whoever it is that you're canoodling with here, the most important thing that this card is saying is that you feel content and you're not rushing it. You're not putting it into a box. You're not saying, I want commitment right now. It's growing naturally. It's the two of you surrendering. You're not questioning it anymore. So even if this is a new person, you're not overthinking it. You're not constantly thinking about that person in the past. And you're not, like I said, you're not controlling an outcome. You're not overthinking about where it's going, how quickly it's going, how slowly it's going. Why aren't they communicating with me? Why haven't they messaged me in 2 hours? It's a very free feeling. And, you know, that's what I mean with freedom right here. I think that the only way this can come in is when you truly feel that energetically, when you truly have freed yourself from the outcome. And again, so many of us like to say we have, and we speak the words, but it is an energetic thing. Anyway, beautiful energy for you, my friend. I love it. I love it for you. 333 on the timer. Let me just move these over a tiny little bit. So I already picked out cards to go with them. I wanted to pick a deck that kind of, I don't know if are they by the same people? I'm not sure. I should check that. Aha! The tarot cards that I picked to go with this are made by the same person, which I think is hilarious because I didn't actually know that. The tarot that I chose to use for you, it has something sticky on it, is Dreamy Moons Tarot. And it's by Annie Tarasova, which is the same person who made this deck. So anyway, that's cool. So if this card came up as an answer to your question, I'm going to read this to you because I think this is very important for the current energy you're in. Know that you must first find peace within in order to attract the desired outcome or know the truth. Love it. There's a quote, you find peace not by rearranging the circumstances of your life, but by realizing who you are at the deepest level. And that's page 72, which equals 9. And 9 is all about the evolution of you, the evolution of your soul, your growth, your improvement, your confidence. You know, we talk about how 9 of Pentacles is the energy where you know everything you need is within you. You don't need it from anyone else. You don't need anything from anyone else. It's all within you. And that's when you attract things in. So very beautiful, you guys. You guys. So let's see. Let's see. So right away, you do have love coming in, and that's why that love card was there. We have another dove here, beautiful. And you know, Ace of Cups can show new love or a renewal of love. So I'm not going to overthink if this is new or a returning person. I'm going to leave that up to your intuition because you know. I did a reading for new love the other day. I don't find that a lot of people want to see readings about new love because I do them and then it just seems like nobody wants new love. And I think that's very symbolic or speaks to the fact that these spiritual connections, you know, there is a lot of people invested in these spiritual connections and spiritual growth. And I love that because we've got a whole bunch of people raising the vibration of the world. But anyway, in that reading, a reconciliation card came out, and I made a promise in the beginning. I said if anything about reconciliation came out, I was going to not give any attention to it. So I did. I took the reconciliation card and I threw it away. And somebody messaged me and said, could this be returning love? Anyway, so I'm going to let your intuition guide you on what this is. I already know. Sorry, I think you already know what's coming towards you, whether it's new or someone who's changed. The other thing I'm seeing is I am seeing someone who you've been in separation with, possibly having some type of awakening and reaching out to you, for a renewal. So I see the possibility for whatever collective you're in here. Either it's new or it's someone who's had an awakening during separation with you, who's coming in for a renewal. So let's get into it. We have the Page of Pentacles. So right away we see someone who is offering you something stable. So whoever this is, you can trust in it. It's stable. There's growth here. Now, Page of Pentacles can talk about the start of a solid foundation. It can talk about a fresh start. Oh my goodness gracious. So this was flipped up, and this is creation. In this deck, the card that comes before it is the Mirror. And that's when you go within, you reflect on your own shadows, you face your darkest self, you heal those wounds, and you are reborn and start in this new awakened version of yourself. And I think it's very interesting that this is here because that's what I'm getting energetically, is that you've hit... I actually want to keep this card out. You've hit some kind of breakthrough moment, current energy in your life where the doors are about to open for you. And for some of you, I'm seeing two people coming back together in Nine of Pentacles energy. So you're both in Nine of Pentacles energy, working on yourselves. And then you come back together and have a very strong foundation. And I'm just seeing two healed, not completely healed, but two healed, confident, stable people coming back together. Interesting. Intense. This is an intense reading. We have the World. Completion. So what I'm seeing is that perhaps both of you have healed a cycle. Remember I was talking about a cycle? I feel like maybe the two of you or you have healed or passed some kind of test or completed some sort of cycle. And now there's new life here, whether that's new love or returning. With the World, I do see that it could be someone you're at a distance with, physically or emotionally. This could be someone you meet online if it is new, or maybe if it's returning, you did meet them online. The World shows, though, you're ready for a rebirth. You're ready for a new beginning, because whatever this lesson is, it's been learned. Whatever this cycle was, it's been closed out. Amazing. I gotta reshuffle here. Just gonna move you over while I shuffle. Beautiful, you guys. We have the Chariot. This is coming. Get ready. Maybe you're already canoodling with someone. Look at all these two creatures everywhere. The Chariot is very symbolic of, well, first of all, we do have yin and yang. And it's symbolic of when you and your person are in balance and on the same vibration, that Chariot can finally move ahead. I did mention the two of you coming together with very strong foundations. That's what castles represent here. And we also see the veil being pulled open. So the both of you, there's nothing hidden here anymore is what I'm hearing. Beautiful Cancer energy. We have the Two of Pentacles. So perhaps, you know, we did touch on that. Maybe there was an imbalance in the past. There it is, the Mirror. So there definitely was a separation in the past, and this is definitely a connection that made you, this connection right here, made you reflect within. Perhaps there was something, for example, for some of you, this could have been a karmic cycle or a karmic partner that you finally learned the lesson and then released yourself from that karmic person. And now you have someone new coming in. And that involved you looking at yourself, looking at your own patterns, your own attachment styles, things like that. But for those of you who are resonating with this returning person, I do see counterpart energy, two people that really, you know, triggered each other and were meant to reflect and be reborn here like this, you know, beautiful. You could have found you mirrored this person. You and this person, your childhood wounds could have mirrored each other. And what I mean by that is they would have done something that kind of reflected something your parents did to you, and vice versa. One more. We have Strength, an unbreakable bond, one that brings out the darkest sides of you and the softest sides of you. This is unconditional love. And when you're in a counterpart connection and you hit unconditional love, that's what happens, freedom. And that doesn't mean you're in union with that person. It just means that you've kind of surrendered to the fact that you will always love them and you will always hope that they can change and grow, and you're okay letting them go because you unconditionally love them. I know that sounds weird, letting them go and you unconditionally love them. It's hard to let go of something you love or someone you love. It does test your strength. It could be that the two of you have an incoming test if it's returning. Strength also represents cultivating a strong relationship. Just saying. So luck. Oh, I love it. Death and rebirth. New beginnings. We have the Magician. So this is what I mean. It's like there's finally this release, current energy. You've both released something. And if what I'm hearing is if you're wanting new, it's kind of like the universe has been waiting with this bird in a cage for you to free yourself. And the minute you freed yourself from that karmic, it's like the universe opens that cage and this bird comes flying in. Not that you want to date a bird, but you know what I mean. Beautiful, beautiful. You might not see this coming. So yeah, we have rebirth here. We have, and this is what this card kind of symbolizes too, is rebirth from, it's you being it's like regeneration. It's you being reborn and starting to live the timeline of your highest self. I don't even know if I'm making sense at this point. The words that are coming out of my brain or my mouth, I don't know if I'm making sense. So anyway, I want to keep that card there as kind of like, you know what I'll do? I just think it really centers this whole reading because that's what this reading has been about. Let me make sure that's straight. It is. All right, so let's see. I want to get a card for this one, this commitment and perseverance in the past. So we have the Emperor and the Devil. Oh my goodness gracious. And the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. What did I say? I said Three of Pentacles. And that there wasn't cooperation, and that it probably felt like you were doing all the work. You were keeping the connection afloat. You were putting in the energy. And when that happens, we become resentful and arguments happen. So what I'm seeing is you were putting in a lot of work into this connection. Maybe you met this person at work for some of you. But we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you were stable. You were ready to give to this. I just don't think your person was ready to meet you on that level. We have the Emperor here and the Devil. And what I'm seeing is you were very grounded, ready to give to this. And I don't think they were. I think they were still possibly, they could have been in like distorted masculine energy. And with the Devil here, I feel that maybe there could have been a lot of toxicity in the past in this connection. You could have become codependent on it. It's so interesting how life works. Like, I haven't listened to my reader in months. And today I had the urge to go find her and listen to, I just picked a random reading and it was so, there were messages in it that I needed to hear. And one of the things she talked about was actually about how when we are dependent on somebody to fill our cup, when we are saying like, you don't message me enough, you don't respond to me quickly enough, you're not committing to me quickly enough, where is this going? Let's put a label on it. She said that that's actually distorted feminine energy, and that's actually codependency, whether we like to admit it or not. So it could have been that there was a codependent connection here. And perhaps, you know, I'm seeing different attachment styles. So perhaps you were anxious attachment and they avoided. So the more anxious you got, the more work you put in, the more you said, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you whatever? And I feel like they avoided it. You could have been dealing with like a divine masculine here in the past with the Emperor. I'm also seeing that possibly you were in more of a masculine energy, which is the provider. You know, I feel like you were the one that wanted to make it work. You were the one that was providing your energy, providing for this person, taking action, making the first move. Not that that's a bad thing, but the energy wasn't balanced. Anyway, Well then, and I was wondering what was going to come out. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this Freedom card. We have the Chariot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is insane. So current energy, we do have realizations. Perhaps the fact that I just said to you that when you need somebody to fill your cup up and need somebody to answer you instantly and reciprocate the energy, that there's a codependency there that has to do with your childhood wounding. The fact that I just said that could be some type of realization for you that removes a blockage. I'm not even kidding. Current energy, we do have realizations being had. We have reflection, and we have people freeing themselves, whether that's you and this past person or it's just you with new. Anyway, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing that realizations and awakenings are happening. Reflection, it's like you see yourself and you see your flaws and you see what you need to work on. And energetically, I believe your person is doing the same thing. Perhaps you did this in the past and your person's just catching up. But current energy, we have something huge being released here. Some huge cycles being broken. I actually feel the need to do this now. Like, this is amazing. And I didn't know what was going to happen. This is amazing. I'm just going to leave it just like that. So we do see, it's almost like someone removed a blockage. Like, that's what it feels. And there's about to be flow is what I'm hearing. A rush of energy. Oh my goodness. Look, I think this is amazing because 5 of crystals, which is 5 of swords in this deck, is about how we self-sabotage. So I feel like both of you are reflecting on how you both sabotaged this connection based on your past. You could both be reflecting on how you hurt each other. You could have hit that unconditional place where you're like, you know what? I still love that person even though they hurt me. Anyway, it's just, we do have growth here. Oh my gosh, this is powerful. We're going to look at this listen card because we have silence your mind and pay attention. So what is that about, Spirit? We have the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. What the heck? Oh my goodness, the magic. I want to point out too how many major arcanas you have coming out. The High Priestess and the Queen of Cups for silence your mind and pay attention. And you have both cards that talk about using your intuition and not listening to your mind, not listening to your ego, listening to your intuition. What did I say? Your intuition is going to be heightened in the near future because you're going to see these things that you knew were coming. And your intuition is going to grow. It's like a muscle. And every time something you think is going to happen happens, every time an intuitive thought becomes reality, that muscle strengthens. I am so into this reading. I feel so passionate right now. I could jump into the camera and I don't know what, hug you. I don't know. I was not feeling well this morning and I just have all my energy back. I feel like I want to rant about everything. Seriously, the energy that I'm feeling in this reading is whoa, wowza. So, remember, when this person comes in, whoever this person is, even if they're already in your life, listen to your intuition. Do not listen to your ego. Do not listen to the little person who lives in here. And I'm talking about your childhood self or your past self, your lower vibrational self. Don't listen to that little voice. Listen to this one. Listen to your higher self, not your lower vibrational energy. I do see heightened intuition. I see you stepping into your intuitive power because, like I said, once things start happening like that, you just get more and more confident in your intuition to the point where when you think something is going to happen, you know it's coming. Queen of Cups, silence your mind and pay attention. This is another thing I want to say. because I was talking about distorted feminine energy and maybe the fact that you gave, there is a message here in the near future about remember not to do that. Remember not to give away your power by draining your own cup. Fill your cup up first. Put on the mask before you put on anybody else's on the plane, remember? And I always tell you guys, growing up, I was taught that to think about yourself first is completely selfish. So to this day, well, maybe not anymore, but until recently, whenever they'd say that, I would think, no way am I putting on my mask first. I'll save somebody else before me. And that's not healthy. Anyway, so there is a message here about listening with your intuition, but also protecting that energy and knowing, like, what have you learned? No one else can fill up your cup except you. Don't let someone take away your power by overgiving yourself. And, you know, there is this energy of peace, of surrendering, of not wanting to control the outcome. So for this near future energy, I was getting cards about this. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Lovers. And this is what I mean. Somebody is about to come in and fight for this. I feel like I'm yelling at you. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm like, listen here, pile one. I'm just full of passion. Somebody's about to come in and fight for this. And we do have the Lovers. So we have the two of you. What I'm seeing is a test, like I said, to see, are your defenses still up, or have the two of you learned how to conquer these shadows and to meet each other on the same level? Have you learned not to overgive? Have you learned to surrender? Have they learned to give a little bit more? Anyway, just remember, if you feel defensive, if your ego gets in there and you feel defensive, it's okay to take a step back and say, you know what, I need to think about this before I respond or before we talk about this. That's okay. But watch that ego getting in your head about this and those defenses going up, because this can be a defensive energy. So in the past, this person may have been very defensive with you, or you may have been defensive with them. I want to see more about this Peace card, Spirit. Tell me about that Peace card. We have the Ace of Wands and the Star. That's beautiful. So we have the energy, this harmony and contentment. Like I said, somebody that you either finally let go of that past person. For a lot of you, I think it's reconciliation, though. I feel like this is someone that you're reconciling with. But whatever's coming here in the near future, if you're looking to release that past person, I do see you releasing them with the Star. There's a little bit of nakedness on the Star. That's why I'm keeping it covered. With the Ace of Wands, it does show passion reignited. It shows someone taking action towards you. It shows a spark with someone. I did say soul spark. So, you know who this is intuitively. You know if you want reconciliation or you want new, and that's what's coming. The Star does show wish fulfillment. It shows surrender. It shows release. It shows hope restored, and you believing in this wish fulfillment. What do we need to know about this person, Spirit? We have the Four of Crystals. So the Four of Swords. This is someone who you have been on a break with. We were on a break, or a separation, or this is someone who couldn't come in until you were more balanced and you had released that past person, if this is new. Like I said, for a lot of you, I do feel reconciliation, and I feel that this is someone who you've had a break with, like I just said, because the balance was off between the two of you. Like I said, I feel like in the past, you have been possibly more in the masculine energy. It doesn't matter your gender, where you were the one holding this connection up and providing and trying to make it stable. But unfortunately, that's like the balance was off here. Temperance, this is what I mean. When the balance is off, this tower falls down. You can't build one side of the tower and hope that it stands. You both have to have a strong foundation, like in the Chariot. And this had to happen. This was like divinely guided separation from this person. That's what I'm hearing. It had to happen in order for there to be balance. Now, for those of you who want reconciliation, here it is, Temperance. This is someone that you're reconciling with. Let's see how I want to see advice about this. What is the advice about this connection? We have the King of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Oh my goodness. So this is someone who could be a fire sign. This is someone who's taking control of the situation. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person may be some kind of creative figure or in the spotlight somehow. I believe I was talking about regeneration, not just rebirth, but regeneration with this Flower of Life card. And we do have the salamanders here. And somebody commented how, and I haven't forgotten it, how salamanders actually regenerate. Like there's something about them being in fire and then regenerating limbs or something after being burned. I don't know. Anyway, I'm hearing that this person has transformed and they want to take more control in the situation. They want to put in more effort is what I'm hearing. And we do have the Ten of Cups. So this could have been someone I'm hearing who was more focused on themselves. And in this separation, they learned that you're their Ten of Cups. You're the one that they feel this emotional fulfillment with. At the end of the day, you're the one they think about is what I'm hearing. Anyway, any last wisdom about this, Spirit? We have the King of Cups and the World and the Star, which is so interesting because for some of you, I just heard that this is new. The main thing that I'm seeing with this is we did have the Queen of Cups here. And it's possible, I'm hearing for some of you, that you had to release a karmic in the past, that King of Wands. And that's why this new person is coming in. I'm also hearing if this is reconciliation, this King of Cups is now matching your energy. I think it's interesting, these two cards, because we see the King of Cups with their cup open. And we see you keeping yours covered. So I do feel like this is someone, if this is someone who's returning, who has broken a cycle here and who is ready to give to this, I'm going to put them together here. I also hear that if they're at a distance from you, they're coming towards you. Like they'll travel to you is what I'm hearing with this King of Cups, especially with the waves. I always think that looks like someone on their way to you, like they're moving. It reminds me of the Chariot. They're moving forward. They're coming. All right. Do we want to get something else? Let's just get one of these Animal Apothecary cards for advice. Whoops. All right. We have immense growth. I love it. 15. Right on top of that mirror. Let me grab the little book. Immense growth. Vulture. Vulture comes to speak to us about the wisdom of the sacredness of suffering. In Buddhism, the first noble truth is that all life involves suffering. It is not something to be escaped, but to be accepted. Only when we accept this law of our existence are we able to transmute and grow from suffering. Vulture sustains her life by living off that which is dead. She does not interfere by bringing a quicker death to her prey. Instead, she allows it to endure what it must, and its suffering ends in natural time. This mirrors back to us the importance of patience. There is a profound lesson in the name of the turkey vulture, Cathartes aura, meaning golden purifier. They indeed purify the landscapes by removing decomposing carcasses that could spread disease and harmful bacteria. In the same way that vulture cleanses the land, suffering purifies the heart from and removes the veils of ego. Remember I said the veil coming away here? Suffering comes in two forms. Both are meant for growth. The first form is inflicted upon us and out of our control. The second form is self-inflicted, created from the attachments and illusions of our ego. Whatever form your own suffering takes, you must first accept it. When we resist the pain, we resist aspects of ourself we do not like. When we resist rejection, we perpetuate self-inflicted suffering. It is only when we accept it that the pain begins to do what it was meant to do, transform us. This is the genius alchemical property behind acceptance. It transmutes. Vulture's medicine asks you to understand that pain and suffering and trauma hold an energetic power. What did I say about trauma and freeing yourselves? It's your choice whether to allow that power to attack you or to transmute its energy into your greatest asset. If you choose the latter, within you a hidden gift will be revealed far greater than all of your pain. And I want to point out that this is on page 32 and 33, which makes me think of 5 and 6, Hierophant energy, spiritual lessons being learned, and then 6, lover's energy. After those spiritual lessons are learned, there's an offer of love or reconciliation. Anyway, with vulture, it could be, I'm also getting an image of this connection, like neither one of you really letting it die or believing that it's dead ever. I know that sounds weird, but I'm almost seeing like the two of you circling around this connection maybe multiple times thinking it was over, but it never really gives up. It never really stops breathing. Anyway, interesting. I don't know why I just heard that. Anyway, I actually have a deck that kind of goes well with this one, so we'll use that for advice or messages, affirmations. Your affirmations, so. We have, I am at home in my body. 9 of, that's self-confidence. 9 of Pentacles. Knowing that everything you have is within you. I can, I will. I love that. I love that. And we'll get one more. I am safe in the universe. All life loves and supports me. Beautiful. So pile 1, there's your reading. I hope it made sense. I welcome miracles into my life. I love that. So believe in miracles. Anyway, pile 1, I hope that resonated. I got really into it there. Anyway, I hope that resonated and made sense. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Green Witch Oracle deck and this Malachite Elephant, this is going to be your reading about what you need to hear from Spirit, what message you need to hear. We're gonna leave it open. Clearly I am a love reader, so it's probably gonna be love. I'm actually just gonna light some sage here. Some more sage. There we go. All right, so we are going to see what you need to hear from Spirit today. And you chose this beautiful deck, so let's have a shuffle. Right away on the bottom of the deck, we have peace and grounding. So you could be someone who's really grounding yourself right now or going through some transformations. Perhaps you're putting down roots in some way. Very nice energy here. You could be working with the moon, I'm hearing. Maybe manifesting reconciliation with someone or transformation. I don't know why I heard that. We have the sun, healing energy, happiness, comfort, joy. Interesting. These are very positive energies. What are you doing? Why are you here? You're grounded. There's sunshine. Oh, we have regrowth, letting go. Interesting. Maybe you're trying to let go of something that once made you happy. We have autumn. Autumn could be symbolic in some way. Fall. And we have earthworm, clarity and rumination. Interesting. Perhaps there's a situation you don't have clarity on, my friend, and you're wondering and you're ruminating about it. We have rest and contemplation, snowflake, very delicate. So right away I feel there is something you're thinking an awful lot about here. I'm not sure what it is. Winter could be symbolic. You could be going through a bit of a winter phase in a way. You could be feeling lack of hope. You could be feeling like the blues, you know. Interesting. So this is meant to be an intuitive message. So we're just gonna kind of see what comes out. So let's get into it. Let's look at what we need to know. I'm aiming to look at past, present, future, but intuitively I'll see what the cards say. So we're gonna go past. So we have positivity and change in the past. And perhaps in the past you were someone who, I'm seeing this card first, planting, setting intentions, optimism. So we see a pentacle here. And I feel like you were dealing with something that had the potential to grow into something beautiful. I do feel like you're trying to manifest something here. I think it's interesting how I specifically said maybe you're trying to manifest reconciliation with the moon cycles, because this card talks about setting intentions. So again, you could be someone who's working with new moons, setting intentions. I feel like this is something that you had a lot of optimism for, whatever it is. I think it's love, but maybe you're resonating with something else. I just heard, like, as soon as I said maybe it's love, my heart just kind of sank and started beating really quickly. I feel that you tried to remain positive, and perhaps there were things. I'm getting a very clear message here. I am seeing something that you changed yourself for, and I don't mean in a bad way. I mean, I see you as going through cycles and transforming here into this butterfly. And what I'm hearing is that you may have been dealing with a caterpillar. And I believe that maybe you tried, I just think it's interesting how this butterfly and this caterpillar are looking at each other. And I think that you did everything. What I'm hearing is you did what you could to change the situation. You set your intentions. You tried to be positive about it. I'm not sure what's happening here, because current energy, we had rest coming out. So perhaps this is someone that you're taking a break from, or perhaps this is something that's moving, a connection that's moving very slowly and you're not quite sure where it's going yet. Interesting. Let's go current energy. Oh my goodness gracious. So current energy, we have spring, which I think is amazing because you had winter. So what? I'll tell you what I think I'm seeing. I could be wrong. I think it's really interesting how I was drawn to this butterfly and caterpillar. What I'm almost feeling is, I almost feel like in the past, I don't know why I'm getting this. If it's not for you, it doesn't have to be. But I feel like in the past energy, I'm looking at two people coming into union or two people coming together and both of you needed to grow. Current energy, I feel like you're rebuilding something because when I was shuffling the cards, I had all those positive cards coming out. I had grounding, sun, and it does seem to me that something needed time in order to transform here. We see that cocoon and that winter energy. Something needed time here to transform. So I'm not sure if there was a separation before this or if there was a separation after this, but there's this sense of needing time for both of you to grow. Current energy, for some of you, I'm feeling that maybe you and this person were a catalyst in each other's journey to change and transform. This kind of looks like a mirror to me. Like it almost looks like someone, like a mirror on the wall. And for current energy, we have two cards coming out, which I think is interesting because we have time here, presence and self-awareness. And time makes me think, you know, this just needs a little bit more time. This just needed time to grow. It needed time to take root. Both of you needed time. Oh my gosh, I see a beetle. I see a beetle. Doesn't that mean, you guys told me what that means last time. Does that mean transformation? I haven't seen a beetle because it's like winter here, you know? I saw a bug yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, spring. Beetle. Oh my gosh. Beetles, remarkable strength and resilience in the face of adversity. And this beetle is climbing up a curtain. Like this beetle is resilient. Symbolism of a beetle: hard work, progress, stability, love, persistence, creativity, cooperation, solidarity, instinct, and intuition. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to the reading, beetle. I might as well just call you George since I always hear that George Harrison song. He was part of the Beatles, right? Am I embarrassing myself right now? Anyway, what I was going to say is I feel like I'm looking at two people in current energy. I'm looking at you, transformation, joy, beauty, transience. Blue butterflies could be a sign for you. And then we have rebuilding, awakening, rebirth. And I feel your person may be going through an awakening. But I think for some of you, you and this person are talking and you're trying to rebuild something here. Current energy. A lot of the energy I usually pick up on, people are in separation. If you are in separation with this person, there's about to be a rebuilding here. I'm wondering, I'm going to see future energy, but what I'm picking up on is I'm kind of seeing that in the recent past, you and this person decided to choose each other and to work on this and to work on what you needed to heal. And then current energy, you're trying to rebuild this and you're going through a new beginning with this person. And there is joy here. So that's what I mean. I feel the more that I sit with this energy, the more I feel like the two of you are actually talking now. So if you're not talking, it may not be your reading. Time, presence, self-awareness. So I almost see two people who needed to grow and evolve into more confident versions of themselves, into these butterflies, before they could come back together. For some of you, it may feel, I do feel like you feel the transformation, but for some of you, maybe there's still, you know, bad days. There's still days where you don't see eye to eye, or there's distraction or separation. And maybe, you know, on days like that, your ego kind of steps in and tells you that everything's going to fall apart again. I do see something very fragile here is what I'm seeing, because we started off with the snowflake. So a very delicate, one-of-a-kind connection is what I'm seeing. I want to see near future energy now. Near future energy. We have summer. I just heard Olaf. You know how Olaf, was it the original one? Stop. Was it the original one where he was like, he was in love with summer even though it would make him melt? Excuse me. So near future energy, we see expansion and growth. So I'm hearing the edge of evolution feels messy. So if you're in a connection right now where you're rebuilding, and some days feel dark, some days feel great, some days feel dark, Spirit's saying that you have expansion and growth coming. Like there is, you know, that's why I saw the sun when we were shuffling. I do feel like perhaps you had to transform first before this person did. If you are someone who has transformed and you're still waiting for, you know, your person to transform, or you're still waiting for abundance and happiness to come in, current energy, it's coming. So if you're not resonating with someone who's not rebuilding something, it could be because it's not time yet. I hate to use that card, the time card, but it's not time yet. There still needs to be more self-awareness, but it's coming. Anyway, all of a sudden I'm getting very stuffed up. So we have earth, peace, and grounding. So we started with this card, remember? And I talked about intentions. I talked about transformation, reconciliation, putting down roots. And this is near future energy now. So maybe right now you are the snowflake. Maybe, you know, maybe you're trying to rebuild something with someone, or maybe this is a new connection after you've gone through some type of transformation and you're trying not to overthink it. You're trying not to rush it. This is very powerful energy here. I see, you know, I do see it's a very delicate situation, whatever it is. I hope this is making sense to somebody. It sounds, until I get tarot, it sounds kind of vague to me. I do think that whatever this is, you've gone through changes because of it. Let's have a look at this book. I want to see summer. It's not in alphabetical order. There's no table of contents, so I have no choice but to just do that. Summer is an optimal time for expansion, but it also tells you to keep a close eye on the energies in your life so that they stay focused and productive. If you don't tend to your garden, it will become overgrown and scraggly. Some endeavors will fail as others overshadow them, like a vine strangling a beautiful plant. How nice. So this is interesting because what this is saying is you may be going through this rebirth right now where this is about to come in. And Spirit's saying near future energy, don't get carried away with the happiness. Like don't get carried away and forget that you still have growing to do, that you still have... There's something very intense about this summer energy, and there is this message of remembering what you've learned about yourself, remembering these changes you've made, because they're going to come in. They're going to be very important in this summer energy right here. This could actually be talking about this summer as well, because we have winter, summer, we have winter, spring, summer, and I did see fall. Maybe you've been through many seasons with this person I'm hearing. Maybe you had to... Sometimes the alignment, like planetary alignments, the moon cycles and seasons, those things have to happen before two people can energetically align. I know that sounds interesting. So there is this message of... There's this message of increased growth. And, you know, what I'm hearing is you don't want to rush it because it is fragile. So what I'm seeing is I'm seeing two people trying to work it out. And then when it starts feeling really good, how can I put this? I'm seeing that it's... I'm having problems finding my words. Oh, being autistic, I had to pause it and gather my thoughts. They were all just kind of snowballing in my brain. So as I was sitting here gathering my thoughts, I was looking at this. So what I'm seeing is in the past, this could have been someone who was resistant to change, or you were resistant to change, especially changing of cycles I'm hearing because of those little ferns that I'm seeing. Like I said, I feel like you could have been this butterfly and you were dealing with a caterpillar, and perhaps they weren't ready to change. One thing that I am seeing, I know that I'm going backwards a bit, is that it could have been scary for you to fly away from that person. It could have been scary for you to transcend by yourself and kind of, you know, become this butterfly. What could be happening, what I'm seeing, is that you are what I think is happening is you are now reconnecting with this person. And sometimes it may be going slowly, or there may be darkness, there may be, you know, relapses into past behaviors. Near future energy, we see this kind of exploding into sunshine and happiness and growth. I'm seeing rapid growth. And the thing that I was trying, oh look, there's Autumn. The thing that I was trying to say, was that I want you to be careful because I'm seeing something that needs to be handled very delicately. So if you're not talking to this person, they're about to come in, I'm telling you, it's very delicate. We see these eggs here. And I'm seeing the Eight of Wands in near future energy. So I'm seeing this person, you know, I'm seeing rapid change and rapid growth. And there is a message here, Spirit saying, try not to go too quickly. Because when you go from 0 to 100, there's nowhere to go but down. And there is this energy of handling it very slowly, being very patient, not getting carried away with like... Remember all the growing you've done too. Don't lose yourself just because this person all of a sudden is giving energy to this, is what I'm hearing. I have no idea. Anyway. That's what I was hearing. The butterfly does remind you. It says, trust that achieving your goal will be worth it. It urges you not to be afraid to let yourself grow and become something new. So maybe you're someone who's afraid to be yourself in this connection, or you're afraid that maybe you're afraid to go backwards. You know, I know in my comment section, some people say, leave the past in the past, and that's fine. That mentality though, like, there is this mentality of just shove things into the past and don't think about them ever again. And that's not healthy either, you know? Anyway, I'm going on a rant here. I don't know why. I wanted to look up spring. I feel like maybe you're very confused about what's happening or where this connection is going or what's about to happen. Because that's kind of the... Oh my gosh, I knew it. Yeah, we do have... we do have a rebirth and a connection, current energy. And it's talking about the fact that the two of you needed time away from each other in order to gain perspective with the spring card. New life is on the horizon and can be invigorating to witness the stirring of energy after a long rest. It's time for new beginnings. The spring card suggests now is an auspicious time to revisit past connections. You will bring refreshed perspective and a new level of energy that you didn't have before because now you've transformed. Perhaps all that was needed was a new approach after time away and a new burst of motivation and determination. So, current energy, I hope I'm getting this right. I do see two people who have gone through changes trying to rebuild. And we see expansion and growth coming. And it's not a negative thing, but I wanted to mention kind of the warning of this card, which is don't get swept up in the magic. Like, don't get swept up by the chariot and forget that you still need to build a foundation with this person. I'm seeing, you know, Survivor, when people, well, I haven't watched Survivor in years, but you know the people who hit the beach and they're like, let's just throw some palm fronds up against a tree and we'll sleep under that. And it doesn't make it through, they don't make it through their first night. They get rained on, they're cold. Whereas the people who take their time and build a foundation over a few days, build a shelter over a few days, they build a foundation, they put in a floor, they stabilize a roof, then they add to the roof to add more shelter. That's what I'm seeing. So when you get off the boat with this person, don't run, you know, and build a flimsy shelter, build a solid structure is what I'm seeing. Take it slowly. You've been waiting this long. What's a little bit more time? Be patient is what I'm hearing. Anyway, I hope that made sense because that's what I'm hearing. So in keeping with the forest, like the earthy forest creature vibe of this deck, I did choose my Enchanted Forest for tarot for you guys. So right away we do have Seeker of Challenges, and that's the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is someone who, it's a quick moving energy. So like I said, you don't want to rush this. You don't want to do anything impulsive. It does show communication back and forth between you and someone else with this energy. So perhaps you're already communicating with them, like I said. We have the Two of Pentacles. And I'm feeling that right now the two of you may be trying to figure out balance between this connection. We also have the Fool. So we do have a new beginning. The two of you trying to find your footing in this rebirth, which can be confusing, you know, especially if you're coming back together after you've both changed and transformed. Maybe, you know, maybe, what was I hearing? Maybe there's still wounds from the past that weigh heavily on both of you, you know? We're having a rainstorm here, very cleansing. And we have the tower. So the two of you building a new tower together. Perhaps in the past that tower came down. So we have the Four of Cups here. So the Four of Cups shows me that it is an energy of feeling like you're unsure of what's going on here. Maybe, you know, maybe this person isn't being responsive to you right now as you want them to be. Maybe they're not giving you enough attention as you want them to be giving you. It's interesting. For this pile, I feel the need to go... I feel the need to dig a little, which I didn't for pile 1. So I want to see past energy with this Moss Agate card. We have the World and the Magician. So we definitely see, what did I say about cycles and manifesting? So the wide world shows that there was cycles that kept repeating between the two of you here. Cycles that you both needed to change. And I see the two of you both working on yourselves, elevating yourselves. I do see divine timing was a thing here. And look at that. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. That's crazy pants. Here I was feeling all confused about what I was feeling, and it says it right here. This is two people working on themselves, trying to close out a cycle, coming back together, getting back together, right here, past energy. And I feel right now you're together or working on things, is what I'm hearing. There could have been a distance between you in the past here. I just actually want to grab this book for a minute. If I can find it. All right, so I had to grab the book because I was trying to figure out what some of these cards meant. I saw the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups talks about rekindling something. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing in the past the two of you separating and then trying to rekindle something. And I believe that's where you are right now. I believe you both had to work on yourselves here. We do have, you know, we have a separation here. Four of Challenges. In order for there to be growth, there had to be separation in order for you both to change. And then we see the two of you coming back together here in past energy. Beautiful. I want to see this current energy between the two of you. Yeah, Six of Cups. Yeah. Yes. The Knight of Cups. What I was just talking about. I feel so validated. So current energy, we do see two people trying to rekindle something. And if this message is speaking to you and you're not experiencing that yet, it's because you're about to. Six of Cups shows current energy. The two of you may be focusing on childhood wounding or healing wounds. It does show the two of you thinking about each other, wanting to reconcile. So if you haven't already, it's coming, is what I just heard. Now I see it very clearly now that I have tarot. So you're about to reconnect, or you already are. For a lot of you, I feel like you already are. You're already exchanging messages. You're already trying to rekindle this. The Weaver of... That's actually the Queen of Cups, I believe. The Seeker is the Page. No, the Seeker is the Knight. And then the Weaver is the Queen, and the Keeper is the... Yeah, that's Queen of Cups. So what I'm hearing right now is you could be trying to nurture this connection. You could both be trying to take care of yourselves as well. So you may be more focused on yourselves before this connection, I'm hearing. We do have this energy of trying to rebuild this foundation. And I think this is so interesting because I'm seeing like, I feel like you guys are so close to fulfillment and completion because look at where the tower broke off. To me, it looks like that was almost a solid foundation, or that it's close to being solid is what I'm seeing. Beautiful. I want to get more for current energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune does show a turning point. It shows a turning point. For some of you, you're still in no contact with this person, but don't worry. For some of you, you're still in no contact with this person. But don't worry. If you are in no contact with them, they are thinking about you an awful lot, wanting to come towards you. Yeah, this is someone who's... It's interesting because this card that talked about needing to change your approach, and that's what the Two of Wands is about. It's about someone who breaks a cycle or a pattern, or someone who knows they need to change their approach if this is going to work. Current energy, if you're not already talking to this person, you're about to be, because this is someone who's making a move here and coming towards you. Six of Swords, coming out of no contact. Whatever's happening now is happening in divine timing. I do think for those of you who are talking with this person, there is an energy of you both making adjustments with the Wheel of Fortune. Magpies could be symbolic. It is a turning point for this connection. I think it's beautiful how it ended up in the middle of your reading as well, like center point of the reading, this swirl. You could have been through this a few times with this person. You could have been through a few lessons with this person. For some of you, maybe you grew up with this person. I don't know why I heard that. I'm going to get one more for current energy. And I'm looking at that awakening, rebirth. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Spells. Oh my gosh, current energy, we have 666. And that's balance and union. Six of Wands shows a turning point here. This is balance. Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. It's reciprocity. So perhaps in the past, this person had problems giving equally or reciprocating the energy. Perhaps someone here didn't feel seen and loved, and I see that changing here. Six of Pentacles shows balance. I love this because we have the wheel and then we have six on each side. So things are coming into balance for you here. Beautiful. For some of you, maybe current energy, maybe some of you are getting, or your person is getting help from someone learning how to balance their own emotions. Let's go to near future energy. We have the Three of Challenges in reverse and the Four of Challenges, and oh my gosh. Wow. So we have someone coming out. This is what I mean for those of you who aren't already talking to your person. This is about to happen because near future energy, we have the two of you getting back together after separation, and we have a new beginning. So remember, when this person comes in, try not to go from 0 to 100. I'm also seeing that whatever this cycle is may be being tested here as well. Anyway, beautiful. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to leave that other one in there. How is this? I didn't do this for the other pile, but I really feel the need to kind of go into this energy a little. Let's get another one for near future energy. We have we have the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So near future energy, we do see a change with this person. This could be someone that you don't, this person could come out of nowhere for some of you coming back in. We do see this person what I'm seeing is growth in the way that somebody feels in this connection. So in the past, I feel like somebody felt unappreciated. And in the near future, we see growth. We see expansion regarding this Four of Cups energy. So I feel like this person being very vocal about how much they appreciate you and how much potential they see here. We definitely see rapid change. We see Eight of Spells here, Eight of Wands. So rapid change, rapid growth in the near future. How is this person currently feeling about pile 2? We have the Nine of Wands and Strength. So currently this is someone who still has hope for this connection, whether you're together or not. And this is also someone who, to me, it feels like they have this very unique bond with you. This could be someone who feels you may have wounded their ego in some way. Nine of Wands shows this person feels like this connection hasn't been easy. There have been ups and downs. I want to get another one for how they're feeling about you. We have the Magician. So this is someone who feels this very, like that Strength card, they feel a very unexplainable bond with you. And this is someone who's trying to make something happen here. They're trying to improve themselves, improve this situation, I'm hearing. We have the Page of Swords on the bottom. So right now, this is someone who's looking at themselves, learning about themselves. This is someone who, you know, if you're talking, for a lot of you, I do feel like you're talking to this person. And this is someone who wants this to work. This is someone who's, you know, willing to learn about this, to grow with you. For those of you who are not talking to this person, oh, look, I feel like this person's watching you. For those of you who haven't heard from this person, they're afraid to come forward, is what I'm hearing. They're afraid of rejection, specifically. I'm getting Five of Pentacles energy. They're afraid you're going to reject them. Let's see how you're feeling about this person. We have the Two of Pentacles. So, like I said, for some of you, you're trying to balance this connection. There is an energy of you feeling like this person may need to learn how to balance love and work for some of you. Ace of Spells shows that you still feel passion for this person. And especially if you're talking to this person, the Ace of Spells can talk about you feeling a lot of passion and hope for this all of a sudden, because there's energy here. For some of you, you want this person to reach out. Let's see what is coming next for this connection. We have the King of Cups. No, the King of Wands. The King of Wands. So this shows someone taking control of this situation. It shows a very passionate... Oh my goodness, I'm falling apart here. A very passionate energy. Thank goodness I don't work with the public. We see, this is someone, what I'm seeing is this person making something happen here, putting a lot of energy in is what I'm seeing, because we see this person kind of working with magic here, working with this dragon. And I see this person taking way more action towards you here in the near future. I feel increased passion in this connection. These cards are flipping. They are flipping. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So this is someone... In the near future, we see someone wanting to... It's really interesting. Nine of Swords shows them wanting to alleviates stress by talking to you, alleviates stress by being around you, alleviates stress by sharing with you. Maybe they're worried about how things are progressing. Maybe they're worried that they're not moving fast enough. What advice do we need to hear about this person? We have the Hermit and Strength. So I do want to say, if this person pulls their energy back, I don't think it has anything to do with you. Like if you're currently talking to this person and at times they feel more closed off or isolated, Spirit's saying don't take that, you know, to heart. Don't let your ego and your pride make you believe that's about you. That's something that has to do with themselves. That's something, you know, they're reflecting about something. If this is someone who you're still in no contact with, I do feel like Spirit's saying, you know, it's not like they're out partying. They're out. They're not even out. They're at home. They're isolated. They're thinking about this. They're focused on, like, this person could be, for some of you, working on a letter to come towards you and contact you. Interesting. That is the Knight of Pentacles. So that is showing you that this person is determined to have a connection with you. And even when they're moving slowly, you need to trust in that, because this is a slow, I'm hearing take it slow. Like, don't rush into union. Don't rush into marriage. Build a foundation. I do think this person still has work to do on themselves, as do you. And that was one of the cards. That was something this card talked about, was just because you have what you want, don't let everything become overgrown, or like you still need to look at yourself. You still need to work on yourself. You still need to do the work. You still need to reflect, things like that. Anything else about this connection, Spirit? We have the Knight of Cups now. So this definitely, there is a chance of reconciliation or of rekindling this here. Interesting. Oh my gosh, look, we have the 10 of Cups on the bottom. That's so beautiful. So this can be saved, is what I'm hearing. This can be, now we've got the freaking King of Cups. So we had the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. That's beautiful energy, you guys. I do believe this has the potential to be your 10 of Cups. This is what's coming. So remember not to rush it, because this is the end goal, this 10 of Visions. Beautiful, beautiful. We see a lot of forward movement with you and this person in the future. So just, you know, be patient, listen to your intuition, don't overgive. It's actually kind of similar to another pile. Interesting. Can I see what continued action or action this person will take depending on your situation? We have the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. So whether you're talking or not, this person communicating with you. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever action they take or continue to take, if you are talking to them, just helps stabilize this connection. That's what I'm seeing. It's beautiful, you guys. It's beautiful, beautiful. I want to see some advice for you from, actually, yeah, this deck. So let's see advice about this connection. We have transformation. Beautiful. 42. We also have prayer answered, and this is Hanged Man energy. So like for some of you, you're already experiencing this. 42, transformation. And that's current energy. We have transformation and an awakening and a rebirth. Phoenix is an ancient bird that will burn himself every few hundred years to be born anew. He diligently builds his nest with cinnamon and frankincense. Then, with one clap of his wings, he ignites his nest into a blazing fire. He endures a night filled with roaring flames and insurmountable pain. When the sun begins to rise, he too emerges from the ashes, more brilliant and mesmerizing than the human mind can fathom. Phoenix comes with the informative medicine. He says you are also on the verge of a total transformation. Although you may still be living a current reality your past self manifested, the medicine of this card foretells a profound change is approaching. You are in the space in between jumping timelines. This timeline is your transition from an old version of yourself into the new and evolved version of yourself. Do not get caught up in the trap of believing your current reality defines what lies ahead. It is very possible you are projecting old limiting beliefs onto the situation. Trust that all of your effort over the last months and years... Oh my gosh. Bless me. Trust that all of your effort over the last months and years are in the alchemical process of manifesting. You are now in the moment before you shift into your fullest self. You must believe the highest version of yourself is waiting and ready to be self-actualized. And it's on page 96, which I always tell you guys, 96 is very... counterpart number where the two of you evolve together. Anyway, beautiful. I just had to wipe my nose again. Now, I'm going to get you a few affirmation cards from this deck. We have I am whole. It's interesting. These are affirmations for you, so say that. I am whole. I do not need anyone else to fulfill me. Everything I have is within. I am at peace with my past. Very beautiful. Divine timing here. Beautiful. I am in harmony with nature. Very grounded energy. And I follow my bliss. And look at this. We have my heart is overflowing with joy. And I feel like that's what's coming. That's what's coming. So I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense to somebody. Anyway, yeah, I'm not doing a face reading today because I'm very sick, but I will talk to you guys soon. I'm going to go do pile 3. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope this brought you some kind of comfort, and I will talk to you soon, my friends. I love you. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile 3 and this elephant duo, this is going to be a reading about what you need to hear. I'm keeping it very open, so we'll see what comes through. I can't promise what it's going to be. But yeah, let's have a look. So we're using Earth and Bone Oracle. So we'll see what comes out. I hope you guys, are doing well. So we have nostalgia, sentimentality, memory. So maybe you're feeling nostalgic about someone right now. We have spiritual growth, accountability, healing, illusion, uncertainty, narcissism, higher education, inner work, deep connections. Interesting. Well, this is going to be a doozy. This is going to be a doozy. So on the bottom of the deck, the bottom of the deck, we have self-assurance, integrity, clear-mindedness. And we see someone with justice, the scales here. Clear-mindedness. So maybe somebody has clarity on something regarding the situation. I do channel a lot of love, so we have a king here. Maybe there's a king who wants to come forward with clarity is what I'm seeing. Someone from your past, someone you're feeling nostalgic about, someone who you had a lot of conflict with. We did see a card that mentioned narcissism. It could be someone that needed to heal. Yeah, we have hermit energy on the bottom. Oh my goodness. Interesting. So let's see what comes out, my friends. I'm going to do one more shuffle. We have uncover again, nostalgia, sentimentality, memory. This could be someone from wanting to bring up something from the past or wanting to reconnect with you, wanting to bring justice to a situation. We have ascension, end of a cycle, new beginnings. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's just get some answers here. So we have cage on the bottom, freedom, release, reclaiming power. Oh my goodness. So right away I feel like you reclaimed your power in some way. I'm almost seeing like Queen of Swords, you know, standing in your power. Interesting. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at past energy. This is just to see what Spirit wants you to know about whatever. It's intuitive. It's open. So let's see, past energy. We have flow, recovery, moving on, finding peace. And I think this is interesting because we just kind of had you in the energy. What we saw on the bottom of the deck was empowerment, you know, releasing. Here we have recovery, moving on, finding peace. So I feel like in the past, you had to, there's someone you let go here. There's some situation that ended, some type of cycle that came to an end. And perhaps you had to move on from this person. We do have world energy with 21. So this person could have been at a distance. You could have met them online. Doesn't have to be. I am seeing someone perhaps you went through cycles with. Perhaps it was a karmic and you needed to let them go. You needed to move on from them and find peace for yourself. Maybe you couldn't, you know, the fact that we have that horned creature on the top is making me feel like there was a power struggle and you couldn't control the outcome and you had no choice but to just release it and to keep moving on your own path. We do have sorcerer on the bottom, which is 18, divine feminine energy. And I do believe that you needed to, maybe even though you were afraid, you needed to release this. Let's go current energy. Current energy. We have 13 crossed. Choices, searching for purpose, daydreaming. So what I'm seeing is, oh my goodness. I'm seeing I'm seeing somebody daydreaming about you. I think you're daydreaming about them. I am feeling Four of Wands energy possibly. I do see four roses there, and I see two swords, and we see a crossroads, you know? Death and rebirth is what I'm hearing. And it could be that you're having a problem finding your purpose right now, is what I'm hearing for some of you. Because I feel like you're dealing with someone who's also struggling to find their purpose. And I think they're realizing that part of their purpose is you. I'm feeling Two of Swords energy with this. I'm feeling there's some kind of spiritual crossroad here. And I feel like this is someone you've tried to release and haven't been able to release. And I feel like maybe right now you are experiencing a lot of downloads about them. You're thinking about them a lot because they're, you know, they're about to come in. They're daydreaming about you here. We have 14 on the bottom, which is temperance. And we have hope, inspiration, rejuvenation. And I am seeing someone here who is hopeful about this coming back together. And I don't know if that's you or your person or both of you. I do feel like maybe you hit an energy where you did, you know, peacefully move on from this person. But now all of a sudden, maybe you're picking up on their energy again after a period of time. And I think it's because they're going through a spiritual awakening here. We have spiritual growth, accountability, healing. And I said I saw someone wanting to tell you something, wanting to bring you clarity, wanting to take accountability for something with the justice. That was a feminine looking person holding, excuse me, that was a feminine person holding the judgment, the scales. And it could be that this person owes you some type of accountability. Perhaps, you know, what I'm seeing is this could be a situation where you didn't have closure and you had to find your own closure. You know, you had to find your own closure in this situation and move on. And I just see someone at a crossroads, like someone getting ready to come in. Oh my gosh, I'm so stuffy now. Let's go near future energy. The owl wanted to come out. Oh my gosh. So we have that Hermit card that I saw, and we have Faith. And I think that's very interesting because we have contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance. So we have somebody wanting to share the truth with you, someone wanting to communicate a truth with you, someone who's been in Hermit energy. And we see you hope restored here with this person. It's like they give you, I see renewed faith, renewed hope, and inspiration. We also have Flight on the bottom, which talks about a new adventure. So I feel like this person takes flight here and comes towards you is what I'm hearing. You could be, what I am hearing is I feel like this is someone that you didn't have closure from. And maybe you tried to get closure by talking to them, but perhaps they had you blocked or something. And perhaps you had to find closure in your own way. And I see someone coming towards you and you having hope renewed here for this person. So definitely I'm hearing blast from the past. I had a really hard time interpreting pile 2, but this one, pile 1 and 3 seem pretty clear. Pile 2 is the only one that got me, I think. You could be dealing with a counterpart with 11, 14, temperance, balance. This person making things right is what I'm hearing. I want to look at this Faith card. It's on page 40, which makes me think of the Emperor, someone coming towards you. Choose intuitively, it says. It says, listen to your intuition when this person comes in. And this person is coming in wanting some type of success with you. And that's why we see your hope and your hope being rejuvenated here about this connection. Again, I'm seeing Hermit energy. I'm seeing the Star. Oh, 11 is also Justice. That's why I was feeling that so strongly. Okay. I'm also feeling the energy like this person also wants to get to the truth of the matter. They want to speak their truth. They want to hear your truth. This is very, I know I always say it, it's very beautiful energy. 1s and 4s could be symbolic. You may be seeing like a lot of 4s or a lot of 1s or a combination of the two I'm seeing. This is also on page 40 and 41. So there's that energy again. I had to get a Kleenex. So here we have, this card talks about, you know, you wanting to live life to your fullest and not wanting to be, you know, attached to this person anymore. You didn't want to hold on to the lack of closure. There is an energy where you forgave this person without talking to them, is what I'm hearing. You know how I talk about forgiveness and about how you don't actually have to talk to that person to forgive them? There is forgiveness here, although I don't think you actually had a conversation with this person, but you energetically forgave them so that you could free yourself, so that you weren't stuck in this cycle. This card talks all about freeing yourself with forgiveness. And like I said, I feel like you forgave this person so that you could move on, so that you could take your power back. With this, choices, searching for purpose, you could be feeling like you have a calling in life that you're supposed to be working towards. This card talks about doing things that light up your soul, that make you feel invigorated. So it's possible that right now you're searching for your purpose, your soul purpose. And in the near future, I see you contemplating about what that is and listening to your energy and your intuition about what direction you're supposed to be going in when it comes to your soul purpose. However, the reason I'm saying that is because I feel like you and this person that you've forgiven and released are at an energetic crossroads that you can't see. And I feel like you're at the crossroads of perhaps finding your soul purpose, and they're at the crossroads of realizing that you're part of their soul purpose. And that happens sometimes in counterpart connections. The minute the feminine starts focusing on her spiritual path and finding her soul mission, the masculine awakens to the fact that this is part of their soul mission for them. And what I'm seeing, I'm almost hearing like 2 star-crossed lovers, like 2 people coming back together, trying to find each other. Very beautiful. So again, I do feel like you wanted justice from this person. You wanted closure. You didn't get it. So you owned your energy and provided it for yourself. And now this person is coming in wanting to bring you clarity. And, you know, like I said, near future energy, we see your hope being restored when it comes to this connection. And also maybe to do with your soul path as well. Anyway, let's just look at crossed, because that's very, right now it's very transformative energy. Choose your spiritual path and follow a daily spiritual practice for clear answers. It's on page 38, 11. Trust what feels good and follow the path of light. So that's what I see. I see you following your path, and then energetically, I see that this person wasn't serving you. So you energetically release them. And now you're searching for your soul purpose or your path. You're on it. You're following it. And of course, what happens? This person is like, me too, me too. Anyway, very cool. So we'll get into tarot. Tarot will give us more information. I did pick out, I grabbed my antique anatomy tarot just because of the skulls here. And right away on the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups and we have the Ace of Swords. So we have someone coming in wanting to communicate with you right away. And like I said, that's always the way. Once you release someone, once you find closure and you find your path, energetically they find theirs and theirs leads them right back to you. It's so interesting. Whereas your soul path was leading you away from this person because I think that you couldn't help this person in the past. They needed to help themselves, I'm hearing. We do have the King of Wands. Someone is coming in. Someone is coming in. Someone wants to take control of the situation, and perhaps, you know, Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness. That shows someone feeling inspired to take action towards you. And again, I feel like you're trying to find out what lights up your soul right now. You're trying to figure out where your soul is supposed to be going, what lights you up, what makes you feel fulfilled. And it's energetic. All of a sudden, they're like, wait a minute, pile 3 is what lights my wand up. Anyway. We have the Page of Coins. We do have an apology coming in, my friends. Page of Coins. Somebody said in my comment section the other day, because it was about how someone had to apologize, and they said, what if this whole reading is about the fact that we need to apologize, not them? And I couldn't put it in the time. I have such a hard time communicating through text. But I did want to mention that if you're watching a reading that talks about apologizing and taking accountability for past behaviors, and a little voice inside of you, not from your head, but from your soul, is saying that you have something to take accountability for, then take accountability for it. Intuitively, you'll know. Like, I feel intuitively that person knew they had to apologize for something. So follow that intuition. We have the Four of Coins. So this person may still be holding on to you energetically. And the Hanged Man. Yeah, this person needed some time to reflect and gain clarity on this. Two of Swords. They're at a crossroads now. All right, so let's see. We have the Page of Wands here. So the Page of Wands does show a spiritual awakening. It shows someone wanting to take intuitive action towards you. Page of Wands is kind of what I'm seeing here. It's a spark of energy. It's a spark of inspiration and hope in this connection. So yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna go. I want to look into this situation. This one right here. The past. So we have the Fool and the Three of Wands. And for some of you, this person may have, there's definitely lack of balance. There's an injustice here, whatever that is, that means to you. We have the Justice card. So there definitely was an injustice in the past where you didn't have closure. So I don't know if this person chose someone else over you and you never had closure, or I see the potential was here in this connection. We have the Fool and we have the Three of Wands. So the Fool shows there was potential here. With the Page of Wands, it could have been a false start. So this could have been a connection where it felt like it was going to go somewhere and then it just kind of fizzled out because maybe this person didn't want to look at the cycle, or maybe they did something and you chose to release them, whatever it is. Three of Wands shows you, to me, moving on without them, progressing forward without them, even though you had feelings for them, is what I'm seeing, because we do have the Two of Cups. You definitely have feelings. You had feelings for this person, but I do see an injustice here. This could have been someone who was really in their ego too. They could have listened to their brain. Maybe their brain told them they weren't ready for this. There could have been lack of forward movement. We're going to look at current energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. I cannot believe that came out. I cannot believe that came out for current energy, because I was staring right at that as I was saying it. We'll just put it underneath a little. There we go. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Two of Swords. And what did I say? Someone is at a crossroads, both of you, I believe. And this is a turning point in this connection. Divine timing is at play here. And I'm seeing, for some of you, maybe this person chose someone else over you or was married or something and you had to release it. And current energy, I feel like you're trying to figure out your direction, as are they. I feel like you're trying to figure out your soul purpose, or what the purpose of this connection was. And they're looking at their life, trying to make a decision, trying to choose a path, trying to figure out what the purpose of, you know, especially if they had another connection. And we do see things happening in divine timing. We see, I'm hearing a turning point here. Someone's about to hit a turning point. We have the Ten of Wands and the Six of Cups and the Chariot. Oh my gosh. So this is someone who is about to stop running, is what I'm hearing. This is someone who has maybe been avoiding this for a while, avoiding taking accountability. Maybe they've even avoided thinking about you. But now that you're trying to figure out the direction of your life and where you're going, energetically, so are they. And their energy is saying it's you. Six of Cups shows this person wanting to come towards you, wanting to tell you something, wanting to unload some type of burden. And we do have the Chariot. So in the past, I feel like there was something about this where you both were pulling in different directions. Something wasn't lining up. And now this person wants to come towards you. This could be someone who's finally left their marriage, I'm hearing. Anyway, there's a lot of nostalgia, which I think is interesting because one of your cards was all about nostalgia. So I feel like this could be someone you've let go and now all of a sudden they're popping up in your head again. They're popping up in your energy. Let's go near future energy. We have the King of Cups. What did I say? You guys, what did I say? What did I say? Communication. Someone. 1 and 4. Oh my gosh. There's no one for me. There's no one else for me. 1, 4. Oh my gosh. We have the King of Cups here. So near future energy, we see this person making you an offer and communicating with you. That's why I was feeling like this is coming in just as, you know, you're ready to move forward. Isn't that the way? You're ready to... It's like there was a plane that was being delayed, is what I'm hearing. And you were waiting and waiting and waiting for that plane to be ready to go. Maybe this plane is like a direct flight plane. And you finally found another plane. Maybe it's not a direct flight. Maybe there's like certain stops. And you're just about to get on that frickin' plane and they say, oh, this one's good to go now. Anyway, we see incoming communication. This person wanting to be seen by you, wanting to be in front of you. Like this is someone who wants to be in your energy. This is a lot of communication coming in near future energy. What is this communication about? I mean, I know it's a love offer. I just saw Justice. Interesting. This is someone who wants success with you. This is someone who wants to apologize to you. Perhaps, you know, there was a third party situation. We have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Three of Cups. So this is someone who wants to ask for forgiveness and make things right. Again, this person could be talking about a third party for some of you. This is someone who wants to heal this with you. This is someone who wants success. They want to be seen by you. I'm hearing that Marilyn Monroe song again from Some Like It Hot. How is this person currently feeling about you? 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They know you're the one, Empress. So they're feeling very drawn to you right now because, you know, your focus is not on them, of course. Ten of Pentacles, this person feels long-term potential with you. They want long-term potential with you. They want, you know, if they could want to have a baby with you, I'm hearing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So this person feels like now is the time to come in and make this love offer. It's coming through very strong. Six of Swords. This is someone who may have tried to move on from you but couldn't. This is someone who wants to reconnect with you, who wants to make you a love offer. Empress. Oh my goodness. Let's see how you're feeling about them. Six of Cups. You're feeling nostalgic about them. All of a sudden, they're popping back into your head. For some of you, you may not. I think for a lot of you, you do want union with this person, but maybe you're one of the collective who's completely given up hope, because we see hope restored in the near future. So you do see this as someone in your past, someone you consider an ex. You could feel like they have a lot of wounding they need to deal with. You could feel like there's a past lover they need to let go of. Two of Pentacles, you know, it does give this energy of possibly there was an imbalance here. I'm also seeing a distance between the two of you right now with this card. Very separated, you know. Let's see this person's intentions. We have the World and Temperance. Oh my gosh. So their intentions are to give you closure, finally. Where was it back then? And to close the distance. This could be someone who wants to travel towards you. This is someone who wants to balance things with you. This is someone who wants to restore balance and peace in this connection. This is someone who wants to choose this connection. Say, I want you, pile 3. They've been very slow to come in, I believe. Let's see their next action towards you. We have Judgment and the Lovers. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So their next action towards you is to face this truth and to take accountability. And I see two people being guided by their intuition here as well. Judgment shows renewal. It does show a conversation. It shows this person wanting to take accountability. You know, I think of resurrection, I'm hearing. And yeah, Lover's energy. This person wants to offer you something here and to reconnect with you. That's their next action, is to come in and offer you something. Reconnection, Page of Swords, communication. It's right there. Let's see what do we need to know about this person? So we have the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. So this could be someone who was emotionally vulnerable and wasn't, you know, I'm hearing so many things. This could have been someone who was emotionally vulnerable and needed time to grow up. This could have been someone who ignored their intuition, because we do have the Eight of Swords here and we have the exact same flowers on these two cards. And I feel like for a long time, Eight of Swords, their intuition told them to come towards you. Their intuition told them to break no contact, but I feel like they ignored it. This can also be symbolic of them being trapped in another connection and not listening to their intuition in regards to that connection. Hang on. Excuse me again, I'm so sorry. I think back to when I was a photographer. I couldn't work when I was sick. You don't want me sneezing all over your baby. It's not COVID. So interesting for what we need to know about this person. This person definitely wants to rekindle this and is following their intuition. Look, love potion, here they come, wanting to renew things, coming out of a break, coming out of isolation. What advice do we need to hear about this connection? Oh my gosh. So we have the Devil in reverse. the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Swords in reverse. So, one thing I'm hearing is that for some of you, this is someone who's released another person, or released an ex, or released someone they were with. And there's rapid change and rapid growth here. For some of you, I feel like they're communicating this to you. I do feel called to mention that the fact that this devil is in reverse tells me that this person has, you know, released themselves energetically. The same way I feel like you had to energetically release yourself from them. There's also an energy to watch. There's hope restored here. So just watch that that doesn't trigger your codependent energy. Watch that, you know, when this person comes in and starts talking to you, that you don't get caught up in that codependence again, if that's something you struggled with in the past. Let's see potential outcome. We have the Hermit. I'm gonna get another one. Do you hear my kids giggling? Oh my goodness. Well, that's beautiful for potential outcome, because in near future energy, we have the Hermit, and we have the Hermit right here. And this shows for potential outcome, growth, both of you growing. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is a very stable connection. It's long-term. You can trust it. I'm also feeling like this person maybe had to grow up before they could match your energy. Maybe you're older than them in some way. We do have a renewal here. So we have a renewal happening between the two of you. And I think this is very symbolic that this person needed time to heal and grow on their own, as did you, before the two of you could come back together. Any last words, Spirit? We have the Seven. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in reverse. That Three of Swords in reverse wants to come out, like, interesting. Oh, look at that. We have the Three of Cups. That Three of Swords just kept wanting to come out. So this person definitely, there is this energy of hearing this person out. And I do see you forgiving them and the two of you moving into this Ten of Cups energy. I definitely see you giving them another chance. And we do have Ten of Swords in reverse. So we see the two of you getting back together as potential outcome. So if you feel like you've energetically released someone, surprise. I want to get you Animal Apothecary. We'll get one card for advice out of this deck. And then I'm going to go rest. We have Nourishment While Waiting. Interesting. I don't think you were waiting for this person. I think that you realized that this person wasn't going to give you closure, so you gave that to yourself. We do have Five, which is Hierophant energy. Hawk is a power bird with big medicine. Hawk is fearless, the visionary, the messenger, and the balanced one. Hawk is your higher self. Baby Hawk in this image represents the part of you with an overwhelming desire to step into who you fully are and fulfill your purpose. Mouse represents the nourishment Baby Hawk will need to develop into her most fulfilled self. Baby Hawk teaches us the wisdom of nourishment while waiting. This is a moment of patience. What will you do while you wait for your vision to manifest? The flower blossoms in its own time, but the gardener cultivates the seed's growth. The gardener ensures the seed's fullest the seed's fullest development by nourishing it, pulling the weeds that threaten it, and planting the seed where it will receive the most sunlight. While you wait for the next step to be revealed, you must similarly prepare yourself for success. Baby Hawk needs to be nourished before she can achieve all her greatness as an adult hawk. And this is why you must nourish yourself on every possible level. Ask yourself what skills your future self holds. that you currently do not, then start researching and practice them. Once you grow and develop these skills, you step into your highest self. Wise old hawk looks back at her past self and shares the medicine to not just wait in patience, but to learn while you wait. Stay persistent on your path towards growth and develop and strengthen yourself. For it is the consistent nourishment to become your greatest self that magnetizes you towards dreams unimaginable to you now. And it's on page 12 and 13, Hanged Man energy, and then death and rebirth. So if you're feeling like you're in Hanged Man energy, you're about to be going through a rebirth here. And now I have affirmation cards for you guys. On the bottom, we have, with clarity of mind, I feel abundance and worthiness coming through. Beautiful. So let's see what affirmation you need to hear. We have, I trust my inner voice. Your person is now trusting their inner voice. So I think that's very symbolic. I think that you worked hard to listen to your inner voice. I am centered, peaceful, patient, and calm. Oh dear, patience again. Don't worry, you don't have to be too patient because this is coming in quickly. I do not have to prove myself to anyone. That is so important. I mentioned that in a reading yesterday. When you feel the need to prove yourself to someone, you've lost your power. Like, you shouldn't need to prove yourself to anyone except yourself. I radiate love and gratitude. I love it. Let's get one more for the middle. I can and I will. I love the determination. Anyway, you guys, that was just a little reading that I did just because I felt called to spend some quality time with you guys. So I just wanted to see what came out. But I hope that some of you found something in any of these piles. And yeah, I hope you guys take care of yourself. I'm going to go rest now. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'm sending you lots of love and light. And as always, I love you guys. Please remember that. And you're amazing and magical. And yesterday when I posted that thing on my page about how it's like to find a bestie that talks about synchronicities and things, that's you guys for me. I don't have that in real life. Like, that's you guys for me. So anyway, I just love you guys and I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy yourselves and take care of yourselves until I see you again. Bye.